Okay, let's try this again. I don't know what happened with the last video. So, like I said, the name of this video is Killers, Chasers, Catchers. Which one are you? Yep, you. That person right there. I'm asking that because I've noticed these last couple of weeks, I've noticed a lot of things about some people around me. So it made me ask this particular question. Which one are you? Which one are you? Which one are you? So there is a very, very popular Bible verse that people love quoting. And I say love with all the eye roll. You see that? They love quoting this particular Bible verse. About putting away their childish things. And I've noticed that recently, every time I've heard someone quote that Bible verse, they're always talking about something that they have deemed to be childish. So it's something that they're doing and they say, this is childish. I'm no longer doing that. And I get it. There are some very childish things that we as people do. But this particular childish thing, I don't quite understand why we are categorizing it as something childish. When I was little, I don't know if you can tell or not from my videos, but I wanted to be the next Oprah. I would tell people all the time, oh, I'm following the steps of the great one. You didn't know? Like, Oprah is the great one. So that was one of the reasons that I decided to go to Tennessee State University, because that's where Oprah went. She's the great one. And I wanted to follow her footsteps so bad. She is so, influential. And, if Oprah says, read this book, there are millions of people who are going to go out and buy this book. They may not even read on a regular basis, but just because Oprah said it, then, hey, go get that book. And I wanted to be that kind of, I wanted to have that kind of influence on people to where I could just say, hey, God's awesome. And they just go, oh, he is awesome. Like, they didn't know that already. So that was one of the things that I really, really, really wanted to do as a child. And I've noticed that lately in this world, there are three kinds of people. The three people are your killers, your chasers, and your catchers. Now, you're probably wondering, what is she talking about? She keeps talking about these killers, chasers, and catchers, but she's not telling us what does any of that mean. Well, it all goes back to that very childish thing that we used to do that as we got older, we just stopped. And that's dreams. You have your dream killers, dream chasers, and dream catchers. So let's talk about these three groups real quick. You have your dream killers. Dream killers are going to be those people that you meet in life, and every exciting thing you tell them about, they have some sort of wrench to throw in your plan. They're very quick to tell you about how your plan is stupid. It won't work. And why would you want to do something like that? They don't care what your actual dream is. They just want to go out of their way to kill it. Those people are very toxic people. And whether we realize it or not, we need some of them in our corner, because those are going to be the people that are going to help you see your plan all the way through. They're going to help you think out the kinks and bugs in your plans. Then you have your dream chasers. Dream chasers are the ones that are going above and beyond, and they're reaching and striving and going for whatever their dream may be. Those are the ones that you see on Facebook going super, super hard for whatever their dream is. The issue with dream chasers is that a lot of times they end up giving up before they become dream catchers. A dream catcher is going to be that person who sets out to create whatever it is that they create, and they've decided that this is what I want to do, this is what's going to be amazing, and this is how I'm going to do it. And then they work toward it, and eventually that's the goal they reach. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got to be much better at chasing our dreams and catching our dreams. And we can't put it away as if it's some childish thing that we should stop doing. Because the very second that you stop dreaming, the very second that you stop catching those dreams, you block a blessing. Now, I know you're looking like, okay, Ashley has lost her mind now. What does this have to do with blessings? But what we fail to see is sometimes the dreams that we have are to better someone else's life. We want to make things better for somebody else. We want to make things different for future generations. We all look at the world that we live in right now and we go, this is stupid. You know, we have so much around us that is just, for lack of a better phrasing, stupid. We often complain about our president who doesn't care. We often complain about our government who doesn't care. So many times we complain about our teachers in our schools and our educational system. But guess what? If we never, ever, ever take the time to go from being a dream killer to being a dream catcher, then our education system will never get better. Then our government will never get better. Because you, person watching this video, you have the tools that are necessary and you have the dreams that are necessary to make those things better. But if you never go out and actually catch those dreams, if you just chase them, or if you start killing yours and everybody else's dreams, how will things ever get better? I talked to my dad last night about our education system. And he was telling me the reasons why he could never teach school in the same setting that I teach. I'm currently teaching in what, according to textbooks, is considered an, you ready for this? Urban, poverty-stricken public school. I love to throw those words around. Basically, it's a black school and ain't nobody got money. And the issue with that is there are so many things that parents complain about. Well, my child's not learning this anymore. And we learned this. Why did they stop teaching that? And this, that, and the other. And they have all of these thoughts about what education should be like, and what all of these thoughts about what we should be teaching and what we shouldn't be teaching and how much of it we should teach. But the crazy part is, as I was telling him about some of the stuff and the requirements and the restrictions that are placed on teachers, he goes, well, why didn't y'all say something? And I said it, and I responded to him, and the first thing out my mouth is something that I always say. I said, that's because everybody loves what it sounds like to be a teacher, but nobody listens to teachers. They don't pay us any mind. And it was like, once I said it, I thought about it. I'm killing a dream. Like, once I realized that God really wanted me to be a teacher, he still wants me to be the next Oprah, but just not right now. Right now, he wants me to teach. And I realized so many times that it is my job in my classroom to help my students chase their dreams. It's to help them realize what their dreams are and to run after them full speed ahead with no brakes on. And sometimes as people, we forget that, yes, you have your own dreams and that's great. But you're also here to push and motivate somebody else to reach their dreams. Be a part of their squab. I know y'all are like, this girl, I can't with her today. But I mean that in the best possible way. And yes, April, sometimes the things that we hear are going to hurt, especially if it's something that we've been doing. And I notice a lot of times I am really, really good at killing somebody else's dreams. Like And sometimes it's unintentional. We don't always mean to tear down somebody's dreams, but we just really need to be very conscious of how we speak to people and how we motivate them. We've all learned that saying, if you don't have something nice to say, then don't say anything at all. But sometimes we need that something not nice, not so nice, because the not so nice is what is used to help fuel some of these dreams. But we have to be able to balance that. Like I said, dream killers, they need to exist. Because even though they may not completely kill the dream, sometimes they may give the dreamer something to think about that they may or may not have thought about before. Well, if this happens, how are you going to make that work? Or how are you going to move this around? Or how are you going to make sure that you have the funds to do what you need to do? There are so many of you who have business ideas in mind. So many of you who have different ventures that you want to go through, or you have career changes that you want to make, or you have just different things you want to do within your family, and you're letting somebody else kill your dream. So it makes it very difficult for you to be able to step out and do something different because you've let others kill their dream. And that should be something that we should not do. So April asks, what if you haven't realized your dream, or you have killed so many of your own dreams that you have just stopped dreaming? And that's the scary part, April. That's the scary part. When we've gotten to the point where we stop caring about our dreams, and when we've killed so many of our dreams. Part of the way, or at least for me, what part of the way has been to help revive those dreams, to help you live through those dreams again. Part of it is simply praying about it. And I know we get into this thing where we feel like black folks will pray about everything. Well, you should pray about everything. But the other part where we fall short, a lot of times we pray and we say things to God and then we get up. That's the end of the prayer. We walk away. But we forget prayer is about conversation. So once you say what you got to say to God, you got to sit still so he can reply to you. You got to hear what he says next. And if we don't hear what he says next, then that tends to cause us a little frustration because he's trying to guide us and we're not listening to him guiding us. So in order to help me kind of realize my dreams again, the first thing that I had to do was honestly sit down and pray about it and just tell God, Lord, I know I'm supposed to be doing more than this. Lord, I know I'm supposed to be feeling more than this. It's got to be something deeper. So what is it that I'm supposed to be doing? And then listening for the answer. With our dreams, a lot of times we know what our dreams are. We just tend to run from them. We feel like, I don't want to do that. That's going to be too much work. We can't run from our dreams because the dreams are going to be work. But the reward for following through with those dreams is so much bigger and so much better than anything that we could have ever imagined. Think back on the stuff that you thought about. Kids are really funny. Kids have the best dreams ever. Kids will tell you, when I grow up, I want to be a professional basketball player who does hair on the weekends and owns a bakery. Like they just dream of stuff. The issue is we, somewhere along the line as adults, tend to let reality sit in on our dreams, and we can't do that. So what we have to do is go back to those dreams that you had as a child. If you feel like you've stopped dreaming altogether, take a step back and then think about it. Okay, when I was a kid, what dreams did I have? Because yes, you can put away your childish things without erasing your childhood. So go back and think about, okay, what is it, the thing that made me the happiest as a child? And a lot of times those things that brought you happiness and joy, a lot of times the things that you found so easy to do They haven't changed. And when you get older, they haven't changed. Guess what? They still make you happy. So all you would have to do is go back and revisit those things. It's like the things that God put in you that really truly make you happy, those dreams that you have that will transcend you from where you are to a whole nother playing field. Those are going to be the things that the very second you start back doing them, you could have gone majority of your life without doing some of this stuff. But the very second that you go back and start it, it's like riding a bike. It just comes right back to you. And you get a new excitement for it. You get a new zest for it. And if you don't get a new zest for it, guess what? God will reveal some zest in some other areas. He'll bring out some happiness in some other areas. He'll make you believe and feel and think about some other things that you may have not even known about. So like, for instance, like I said, I've always wanted to go into broadcasting, and that was what I love. That's what I thought about. But once I got older and I started having, okay, God, what is it that you really want me to do? What is it that you really want me to say? What am I supposed to be doing here? Like, why do I feel so purposeful? And that's when he kind of showed me. I just realized I said kind of twice. That's when he kind of showed me what it is that I'm supposed to be doing right now in this season of my life, which is teaching. And when I started to think back on it, when I was little, I was that chick that would play school. When everybody else wanted to go to recess, I was grading papers. Or I was the child that every day, I loved going to school the last day of school, because that was the day that my teachers would give out, old workbooks that we didn't finish. And I would come home with arms and backpacks full of crap and would play with that stuff all summer. Like, I was that kid. And that's when it dawned on me, you know what, Ashley? Maybe you've always been a teacher. So why run from something that you've always done, from something that made you happy? And the very second that I started teaching, I realized, you know what? I could not have picked a better field. Yes, it has its struggles, it has its ups and its downs, but I'm really, truly happy with what I do. And I get to actually see some of the influence that I make, because there are students that there's no telling where their lives would be if I didn't get an opportunity to talk to them, or to teach them a new coping skill, or to show them that somebody loves them. And it all came from dreams and things that I thought about when I was a kid. So go back to what we did as kids. A lot of times, like I said, the dreams that we had as kids, they may have sounded crazy, but guess what? The best dreams, the best inventions, the things that we love today sounded absolutely crazy. Think about it. You had somebody a long time ago that was like, hey, we should get devices that we walk around and hold in our hands so we can talk to people. And I bet you everybody that they told, I want to make a handheld computer to, they probably told them that they were good and crazy and it's something wrong with them. But they didn't allow the dream killers to stop them from chasing the dream. So they made it. And now I'm here talking to you, Facebook Live, with my mini computer in my hand. So it's all about not letting others kill your dream. It's about taking the time to write it out and to plan it out. And when the dream killers come along, let them talk to you, because they may open your eyes to some part of the dream that you didn't think about before. And then once you've gotten your plan going, work it. Because that's where a lot of us fall short. We come up with these plans. I have notebooks full of big ideas and great plans. But if we don't ever actually pop that book open and put some work behind it, then we can start. That's how we kill our own dream. So, April, go back and look at what is it that you wrote about. What stuff did you write down? What plans did you have? What business idea came to your mind? And once you've got it, go with it. Don't wait on somebody else to make your dream amazing. You can do that all on your own. You have to be able to be okay with seeming a little crazy. Because everybody who's anybody seemed a little crazy at first. You know, there's this meme going around Facebook that says 2019 smells like a bunch of black millionaires. And I'm here for every bit of it. But the only way that this is going to happen is if, one, we stop killing our dreams. Two, we chase after them full speed. And three, we don't stop until we catch them. We can't get caught up in the chase and stop there, because the chase is important, but the most important part is catching the dream. It's taking the dream from paper to reality. And a lot of times we lose people in the chase. It's too hard. I'm too tired. I'm starting to feel like this isn't right. What am I doing wrong? You're doing nothing wrong except doubting yourself. And don't do that, because that's dumb. That's not even fun. It's not even fun to doubt yourself. You take your dream, you take what God put in you, and you run with it. And I guarantee you, the very seconds that you start running with it, God is going to position it to where some of the things that you thought were going to be so difficult just blow on them and they're done. They're taken care of. It's like Olivia Poping it. It's been handled. So I want you to go out and handle your dreams. I mean, I'm glad this is confirmation for you, because I want all of my squad to win. All of you. I want you all to wake up and touch your destinies and chase after them and just get that. It's like we just had Thanksgiving. And I don't know about you, but one of my favorite things to do is like when people are baking, especially my grandma. I love the whole licking the bowl thing. It seems, again, so childish, but it's almost like getting a taste of what's getting ready to come. And sometimes in the catching of the dreams, you'll see that you'll get that little taste of what's to come. You'll get just a little of whatever is in the oven. And you won't be happy and you won't be satisfied. Mojo's trying to get in on this. You can't get in on this, and don't you get in my bed. You won't be truly excited about life until you start catching some of your dreams. And don't even think that they have to be these huge dreams that are life-changing. You just chase the little dreams. Some of us have gotten to this place where we've gotten so good at grinching our dreams that we kill the simplest of dreams. One of my dreams is I have these pair of pants that I absolutely love. I love these pants. And now they haven't fit in years. But one of my dreams is to be able to get back in these jeans. Guess what? It can be a reality. Is it going to be hard for me to get back in those jeans? Yes, because I really, really like food, as you can see. And so sometimes me and food, we don't get along and it makes me fat. But it is not something that is not obtainable. It's something that I can easily do. I just have to have the courage to do it. So, things we need for our dreams. Everybody ready for this checklist? Things we need for our dreams. 1, we need to go back and look at what are we writing about? What are we talking about? What have we been thinking about? What have we been living about? 2, we need to get over it. What do I mean by get over it? It's a lot of times where we get all caught up in our feelings and this is gonna be hard and I don't want to do this anymore because I'm losing my friends. Well, guess what? Real friends, they're gonna be there regardless. Real friends are gonna be the ones that are gonna pull you through your dream. The very second you tell your real friends about your dream, they're gonna be your accountability partners. They're gonna be the ones that say, hey, I noticed you said you were going to do a video every week. Have you recorded your video yet? Because I'm looking forward to this video. They'll be the ones that log on to all your videos, and they'll be the ones to root you on. They'll text you when you say you're going to sleep, but you were supposed to be up making a video. They're going to do all of that. So real friends are going to pull you through your dreams. Those who fall off, those who quit talking to you, those who don't understand why you got we were supposed to go and you don't want to do, that's fine. It's okay to leave them behind. Because like Alonda said, all dreams matter. All dreams matter. Big dreams, small dreams, some as big as your head. They're all important. They're all worth being a part of. And like I said, I just want you guys to be great. And you will become more and more great when you realize that your dreams are not out of touch, that your dreams really can be met. You can stop chasing them and start catching them. So, I want everybody on this video, I want you to type it on the screen right now. I am a dream catcher. Not a chaser. You're not a killer. So type on the screen, I am a dream catcher. And I want you to go out and catch a dream this week. Even if it's just a little dream. I want to be able to go 24 hours without eating sugar. Small dreams can easily be attainable. Small goals that can easily be obtainable. And then after the next thing you know, you out here fitting in jeans that you ain't never been able to fit. So I'm excited about you guys. I want you guys to go out and be great this week. Catch your little dreams. Catch your big dreams. Catch your medium dreams. And then tell me about them on my page. Oh, speaking of my page, The Journey of the Chocolate Dove is my new page. I am your chocolate dove. And I want you guys to go out and like my page, share my page, because these videos we're starting to take over my personal page, and I didn't want to mix my personal page with the words that I needed to say. I don't want people to get confused. So send this out to your friends, share this, because the chocolate dove really, really loves you, really appreciates you. And there's a book. I love it, love it, love it. Hold on, Sheila, I'm ready to do my book, but no matter how I tried to do good in my life lately, it has never worked. But you know what? Maybe, and this is just me throwing it out there, Sheila, maybe there is something my pastor always says that when you're looking at your life and you're asking yourself about purpose, Satan tends to attack the thing that you're purposed in. So it's like as soon as you get purpose to walk in the marriage ministry, that's when Satan will attack your marriage. Or as soon as you start to work in the health ministry, that's when Satan will attack your health. So it makes you almost feel unqualified to do what you need to do. So here is what I want you to kind of think about. Whatever your book is, and you said things have not worked out, look at what's not working out and see if it's something that can help further your book. Because like I said, Satan is so unoriginal. Like, he is so whack, because he will go and try and make you feel like you are unqualified. He'll try and make it seem like you don't know what you're talking about. But in actuality, you are powerful beyond all measure. And you don't know how to deal with that. So this is how we deal with him. You look at what areas he's attacking and see if it's something that you can work into your book. Because it may be something that you can use to make you better, make your book better, and make those that read your book better. And when your book is finished, in the real near future, like real near future, I want you to let me know, because I want a copy. And I'm really, really excited, and I can't wait to see what y'all are doing. So, dreams Live them out loud, live them big, live them proud. Be dream catchers, not chasers, because chasers, they get tired. The race is long. You don't want to just run in the race forever. You want to be able to see the finish line. So you need to step out there and and just do it. Just do it. Um, I'm trying to read the comments too, y'all. I love it when you guys leave comments. It kind of makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing. Okay, just lost my father in September. It's killing me. Even one I thought was my friend, completely deaf. I'm I'm in a church and there's like faith. Here's the thing about friendship, and I probably should do a video on this because I've had some transitions in friendship. Oftentimes, especially when we are going through a situation, we tend to look at our friends and we have this preconceived notion of what we feel like our friends should do. Um, it's kind of like the whole love language thing. People tend to automatically know what we're talking about when we're talking about love languages and what your partner should do, and how you should feel loved and this, that, and the other. But they tend to forget that friendship is still a relationship. And so sometimes it's not that the people that you thought were friends are leaving you. It's just they don't know what it is you're expecting of them as a friend in that capacity. And a lot of times when you lose a loved one, people tend to back off because they don't know how to respond to that. They don't know how to deal with that. Sometimes it sparks something within them and it causes them not to be able to be what you need because they kind of start to feel their own thing. I know in the beginning, when my mom first passed away, it was really hard for me to deal or talk to people who lost their mother because it was like, yeah, I know what you're going through and you know what I'm going through, so you should not talk to me because you know what I'm going through. But on the flip side of that, those are the people that I needed to talk to. So when I felt like my friends are they may not be disappearing, put it like that. They're not lost, they're not leaving you. It's just you're looking for them in a different capacity because death changes things. So I wouldn't count them out just yet. Um Make sure that this book that you're writing, make sure you're writing it for the right reasons. Yeah, make sure you're writing it for the right reasons. Um, and it's gonna change some things around you and some things about you, and it's gonna make you feel a lot better. So reevaluate your book. Look at the details of what you're saying. Look at the details of what you're incorporating in this book because it's gonna change some things for you once you do that. Because that's the thing about dreams. Dreams can change. They don't have to stay the same. And yes, the things that I thought about and I dreamed of as a child, some of those things I realize now were kind of silly. But others, they're actually obtainable. And I can actually do it. And then once you realize, you know what, I got this, find you a circle that's going to help you, that's going to push you. Look at the people that are around you and how they motivate you. If you have people that every time you tell them about some part of your dream, you don't even have to tell them the whole thing. If they find something wrong with it every single time, you might need to step away from those people. You want to look for people that are going to encourage you and that are going to push you on, that are going to, they're going to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly of your dream because we want you to be successful. And the best way to be successful is to be able to see this thing from all sides. You want to be able to see not only how much good is it going to do, but you want to be able to see, is this going to hurt any part of your dream? Oh, wow. Well, Sheila, this I'm looking at your comments, and it's kind of is giving me pause, because the very first thing you said was, used to be somebody great, now I'm a nobody. This is going to sound really crazy, but there is no such thing as a nobody. None. Because a nobody would imply that there is no body. Like, the body does not exist. But you exist. You exist. And that goes for everybody that's watching this video. You exist. And because you are here, that is what makes you great. Because you are here, that is what makes you great. You know, I was in one of my other videos that I posted, I was talking about being depressed and separating myself. And when I started posting the video, there were a lot of people that came on and was like, "Oh my God, I look up to you." And they've never said this stuff before. Some of them I hadn't even talked to since like high school. And it was just crazy to hear that somebody was thinking about me. Somebody was looking at me, whether they said it or not. Sheila, whether people say it to you or not, somebody is always looking up to you. Somebody is always appreciating you. Somebody is always looking forward to whatever it is that you have to say. And everybody's not going to be like you. But they need people like you around. So whatever, you and I will talk later. I'll have to do a separate video just for you, because I don't want you to ever feel like you're a nobody, because you're here and you exist and you're great because of your existence. God doesn't create nobodies. He just doesn't. He's too good, too big, too bold for that. Like, even the people who, if you look back at the Bible, like even the people that thought they were nobodies, like God specifically came down to be like, "Hold up, pimping, what you talking about? Like, you're bigger than who you think you are. You're greater than who you think you are." As a matter of fact, a lot of the big stories that we quoted and talk about, and the victories that are listed throughout the Bible, are all from people who thought they were nobodies. So with that being said, I'm just even more excited to see what happens when you finally chase your dream, when you finally catch your dream, and you get to be the next big bad story of God's book. Like, that's awesome. Like, that should be enough for you to be like, "You know what? I am excited about this." Because you have these people who thought they were nothing, who thought they were low, and then God was like, "Wait, pause. Pause. If God tells you to pause and remember how great he made you, girl, I cannot wait to read this book." And I'm pretty sure you are one hell of a writer. Because like I said, when you start to get in some greatness, Satan, he ain't got nothing original. He don't know how to make, he can't create nothing. So all he could do is mess with what you already got. All he could do is try and find some way to pervert and fix what you got and make it all evil and make it all bad, or make you feel some kind of way about it. Girl, you better write that book, be the next bestseller. I'm telling you, Oprah is going to be like, "Hey, read this book." And I just told you how I feel about Oprah. Because when Oprah say read, you read. Why? I don't know. People just do. That's why she has a whole, just like her Christmas list. Half of that stuff on that Christmas list that Oprah puts out every year, I ain't never heard of. And some of it, I probably wouldn't buy it if it wasn't for the fact that Oprah was like, "Hey, this juicer is amazing. Everybody get one." I don't even drink juices like that. But I'd buy it because Oprah said so. Because she's awesome. So Sheila, you write that book, girl. Don't let Satan trick you and have you thinking that it's something wrong with you. And don't be tired and weary, because that's just like that picture that they also share on Facebook where they have the two people digging in the mines, and one of them is like a slither away from the treasure, but they didn't got tired and they walking away. Don't walk away. You just a slither away from your treasure. Go on and finish your book. It's going to be amazing. And I'm excited about it. All right, so I got to get ready to go because I got to finish my lesson plans this week because I'm not finished with those yet. But you guys be awesome, be amazing, be dream catchers, and I can't wait to hear about the dreams you're going to do. It's going to be amazing. Have a great day. Bye.